Suppose we have the distribution of a certain physical parameter. It can be, for example, pressure, a current distribution, or the distribution of electric and magnetic field. And let's suppose we have the amplitude values. For example, at this point we have the amplitude of 4. At this point we have amplitude of 7. This one we have 2. And this one we have 1. And this is, we just focus on one axis to make it more simple. And this is the amplitude, and suppose it doesn't change with time. Okay, and this observer observe this amplitude 4, this one observe this amplitude, etc., etc. If now I plot as a function of time the amplitude, that will measure an observer that will, for example, if the observer is at this point and it doesn't move, it will be at this point, it will observe the amplitude of 1. So you will have something like this, 1 always. Now suppose the observer is moving, and the time difference between the motion between here and here, suppose, for example, it's 2. It can be second, or it doesn't matter. But suppose it's 2 here, 4, 6. So at time t0, for example, we are at 1. t2, so it's moving in this direction. We have here 2. And then we have here 7, so somewhere like this. And here we have 4, so this one is 2, and 4, maybe 3, 4 is here. So you can plot it, the curve of what the observer is observing. Now suppose the observer is moving faster. If it is moving faster, and so the next, instead of this points, you will have the 1, 2, 3, 4, here 5. So here you will have the 2, you have 2, so here. At 2 we're gonna have the 7, okay, and at this one, so at 3 we're gonna have the number 4 here. So what you see is the amplitude that the observer is measuring didn't change. All these amplitudes are the same amplitudes. It's only a contraction in time that we can observe in the curve of the measurement. If it goes slower, then you will observe a dilation in the time axis here. Suppose, for example, we send a plane electromagnetic wave, or it can be an electric wave or a wave in water, and suppose it is monochromatic, so it's just one frequency like this, and it is propagating in this direction. And suppose the observer is moving with a certain velocity, suppose here v, in that direction. What do you think the amplitude will be? So if this one is the original signal with a certain amplitude here, okay, A minus A, what do you think the observer is going to measure? Do you think the amplitude will change for that observer? So you can think about this. If based on what we saw here, it should not change. What will change? You will see a contraction in time. So you will see the signal will be something like this. Okay? With the same maximum amplitude here, here and here. And if the observer is moving in the other direction, you will observe the same amplitude, so A minus A, but with an increased wavelength. So with a lower frequency, this one higher frequency and this one lower frequency. If this one is frequency F0, what will be the frequency we observe here? This is a moving observer, and you have Doppler effect. So the frequency is F prime over F equal 1 plus V over C. And for the observer moving on the other direction, it will be simply F over prime over F equal 1 minus V over C. C is the speed of propagation of the wave. So what we see here is what happened in the amplitude and frequency when the observer is moving in the direction of the electromagnetic wave or in the opposite direction. You can see that the amplitude doesn't change. But if we look to Einstein paper, the Einstein 1905 paper on the electrodynamic of moving bodies, he stated that the amplitude of the light when the observer moving in the direction to the light will increase and go to infinity when V equals C. Why the amplitude increase in Einstein paper? You remember in the previous video we have analyzed what happened when a plane electromagnetic wave source is moving. So like this one, this is a plane electromagnetic wave source, and we consider that this electromagnetic wave source is made of current sources. When it is moving with a velocity v, we observe that the amplitude of the electromagnetic wave increases with the speed of motion of the electromagnetic wave source. And in that direction, we observe that the amplitude will increase with something like this, with this expression. But this is only when the electromagnetic wave source is made of current sources. But if we had a resistor, then the amplitude is not changing. So here the amplitude will increase depending on the speed v, but when we add a resistor, the amplitude doesn't change. We observe only change in frequency. And because the special theory of relativity made the problem symmetrical, so the idea of special theory of relativity is that it is a relative motion, not the motion of source, observer, that is important. But the problem that Heaviside had with the moving source, and which we can resolve by adding a resistor, this problem now exists also for the moving observer in the special theory of relativity. But of course, it doesn't make sense why the observer will observe amplitude increasing when it is moving. So this concludes this video. See you in the next time, and thank you very much.